So, you may remember 2 episodes ago, I believe, I got an update. As you know, updates are my favorite fucking emails. I got this email 2 episodes ago, trying to find my loser soulmate abroad. And a brief thing of it is, g'day cunt, big fan of yours, keep up the good shit. Here's my story. Hopefully you can help me. I'm 24, living in Budapest, working in a bar. About a year ago, a girl moved in alone to the flat below me, and through the windows, I've been listening to her singing, playing with her dogs, listening to music. Scary shit. I developed a big crush on her. I can tell she's British, and from watching from my apartment, I've seen she's decent looking and has a few dogs. To top it all off, I've heard her listening to your podcast every Sunday, so she's definitely my soulmate. I've been waiting so long building up the courage to speak to her, but every time we've crossed paths, it's been a bad time. All I know is that her dog is called Little Ricky, and she said her name once, but I've never heard it before. I have no idea how to spell it to find her online, and now I've noticed she's moved out. The current tenant has no contact details, and I have missed my chance. Hope you can read this out on your podcast, and maybe she'll hear it, and we will find a decent way to get in contact. Podcast, Facebook group, maybe. If she's listening, I'd love to have dinner, and maybe she hasn't seen the special yet and wants to watch it with me. Please help. I'd hate to think I've missed my chance with the only other loser in the city, and definitely one of the very few female losers who is not a denim-wearing lesbian. Now, I reacted to that how hopefully you did, and I said, that's very fucking creepy, dude. You can't just watch women from outside their apartment and listen to what they're listening to and do that. You should just say hello and not be a fucking weird cunt, because that's scary. And guys, I have here an email from the girl. I'm going to clean all this shit up. Okay. This one is titled, "Hey bitch, it's me in Budapest. Remember that podcast from 2 weeks ago, a guy seeking a girl in Budapest? Yeah, it me. My name is Sarah. By the way, before I got this email, I got a Snapchat from her of a video of her listening to the podcast, and then it was talking about her dog, Lil Ricky, and then she moved the camera down to her dog and then just pulled up the name tag of the dog, and holy fuck. So funny. I'm going to put that in a podcast group. You will have already seen it by the time you listen to this, unless you're a Patreon supporter. Needless to say, I nearly had a fucking stroke listening to your podcast. For a moment, I thought exam stress had finally got the better of me and I had lost my mind. I was absolutely raging that the last sane moments I would experience would be spent listening to your fuck-ass podcast. Dave, my ex-neighbor, was far from subtle about his crush on me. It was obvious he was intentionally listening into my apartment. Oh, fuck, dude, because he made it sound so smooth, like, oh, I've just happened to notice. Nah, man, you were in the bushes. Dave, my neighbor, was far from subtle about his crush on me. It was obvious he was intentionally listening into my apartment. I noticed that he would start blaring the same music as me. Holy fuck. That's so weird. So you would be playing a song, and then all of a sudden you would start hearing an echo of the song, and it's just him sitting there on Spotify trying to sync it up from his apartment. Like a virgin, virgin, and it's just him trying to sync it up. That's terrifying. I noticed he would start blaring the same music as I do, trying to sing the same songs along with me. Oh, fuck. That's so scary. So he hears you singing, and he's like, this will make her fall in love with me. Like a virgin! That's terrifying. And yes, Lewis, he must have heard you screaming cunt into the darkness through my apartment windows enough to find your podcast. You're welcome for that extra Hungarian fan. Hey, Dave, welcome aboard, you creepy cunt. Remind me to stay the fuck away from Hungary. Not to get into too much detail, but things progressively got creepier. He put his post into my post box, so I would have to go upstairs to return it. Oh, and then did he fucking do a Louis C.K. and answer the door with his nutsack out? Doorbell ringing at all hours. Standing outside my windows. Fuck. Going through my trash. Fuck. My flower pots being thrown about and emptied out when I was asleep or away. Searching for a spare key. Oh, dude. And much more that I won't get into. I reported all of this shite to the police. Fuck. This fella is easily old enough to be my dad. Well, he didn't say that because he said he was 24 in the fucking email. And he has adult kids of his own. He can't find me on social media because I don't have it. I've since moved to a new apartment, so don't worry, all is well. Even if he does find me, I've bought pepper spray, have well-trained dogs who know how to protect me, and I'm taking self-defense classes. I will never lose sleep over him again. Bet you never thought someone would use your podcast as a way to stalk some bitch, hey? Shit. Best of luck, Lewis. I hope this whole shenanigan amused you. In general, I want to off myself every time I listen to your podcast, but this one reached a new level. Hope to eventually make it to the right side of the world and catch you live sometime. Have a shit one, Sarah. I feel a little bit guilty. Oh, fuck, man. Dave, if you're listening, leave her alone. And to get serious for a moment, that's creepy as fuck, and you can't treat women like that. And not okay, bro.